I can't tell you how many times I've been asked how to cut up a chicken, and I want to show you today just how easy it can be. I just have a roasting chicken here, and I've got a chef's knife or a French knife, and I want to make sure that my knife is sharp, and you want to do the same thing. And I always start with the wings when I cut up a chicken. So I'm going to take the wing tips off, and there's actually a little joint right in the middle where the two parts meet, and that comes right off, and I'm going to save that for some stock or for some soup later on. And then there's another joint right here, and you can actually see it just popping out right there, and that's right where I want to cut. You're not really cutting through bone when you're cutting up a chicken. You're just cutting through these joints, and they're much softer than bone. Okay? And now I'm going to flip my chicken over, and I'm going to remove the drumstick. So I'm just going to make one quick cut down here, and then you can actually see right down here, this white part, that's the joint that you want to cut through, and the knife will pop right through it, and then you're just going to cut right around, flip it over one more time, and then you have a chicken drumstick, chicken wing drumstick. I'm going to flip the bird over and do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to remove the tip, cutting right through that joint. Then I'm going to remove the flat part, cutting right through that joint. You can see it's just a very quick motion. And I'll flip the chicken over, coming in through the back, just making these quick cuts. And then as soon as I see that white part right there, that's where I'm cutting through. And now my wings have been removed from the chicken. I'm going to flip it back over. And now we're going to get rid of the legs, okay, and take those off. And I'm just going to make a cut right down here, right where the drumstick is, just so I can have that part open right there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my hand on the back of the thigh, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure until this hip bone pops right out, and then I know exactly where I need to cut. And at this point, I'm just cutting right through meat, and I'll make cuts on either side. And there's one chicken leg. We'll do the same exact thing on the other side. We're just cutting straight down in between the breast and the leg. Back of my hand, just pushing right up until that pops through, and there's the bone that we're looking for. And then we'll just cut through the meat, right through there, straight down. And at this point, we're going to separate the thigh from the drumstick. And same idea, you're looking for a joint right there, and you're going to cut right through. One drumstick, one thigh. I'm going to do the same thing again. Just go ahead and feel with your hand. There's a joint right there. I'm going to cut right through, okay? One drumstick, one thigh. At this point, we want to remove the back from the chicken. So you can see right here, it's just mostly skin in between the breast and the back. I'm just going to take my knife and cut straight down. And at this point, I could just use my hands and remove the back, and part of the neck will come with it as well. Okay, and I'll save that for my soup as well. And now I just have one whole chicken breast here. That's perfect. So I'm going to turn it around. And what you can see here is the keel bone or the breastbone. So I'm going to take the tip of my knife, and I'm going to put it right in the center. This is a much softer bone. So I'm going to take the tip of my knife right in the center of the keel bone, just push it down with a little bit of pressure, and then I'm going to cut right through. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, using that same incision that I made. Just put my knife in. I'm going to cut straight down, cut through the skin, keep the skin intact, and there you have your chicken breast, and there you have a cut-up chicken. It's just that easy to do at home yourself. It's affordable. There's a million recipes you can do with a cut-up chicken, and the more comfortable you get cutting up a chicken at home, the more comfortable you're going to be in the kitchen in general, so you got to try it.